everyone, welcome back, or welcome to Memento ASMR, and I'm back with a new video. I busted out my old mic, my Blue Yeti. I have taken it off of its little stand, but I just wanted to do a quick video just talking about work, what I've been teaching recently. I was on break last week. It was our February break. It's something that's kind of new, where we have a week off in February, as the name says, and we also had a week off in October. That's not including our Thanksgiving break and our spring break coming up in just about 3 weeks, I believe. But yeah, I wanted to do a soft-spoken video since I've not done one yet, and I just figured it'd be something new. I do have here in the background, I'm going to be looking up because I do want to talk about what I've been teaching this week. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up some information that I have. So I wanted to read what standard we're currently targeting in my class. We are in Texas, so right now we are learning the Science Teak 7.12a, which is the student is expected to diagram the flow of energy within trophic levels and describe how the available energy decreases in successive trophic levels in energy pyramids. And we are also learning Science 7.12b, which says the student is expected to describe how ecosystems are sustained by the continuous flow of energy and the recycling of matter and nutrients within the biosphere. So that is currently what my students are learning about. We did start this on Monday, but we didn't really dive in until today. Today's Wednesday, but I'll probably be uploading this on Thursday, just because the editing and it'll just be a better time to upload by the time I am done with this video tomorrow. But yeah, I wanted to also talk a little bit about some of the vocab words that we are learning. We do have vocab words every weekend. This week has been one of the most intensive ones. We had 20 vocab words that my students would be required to know. A lot of these words they have already learned before in the past, or they should have at least. I do have lots of students that say, hey mister, I remember this from 5th grade or from elementary, which is a plus because a lot of times the kids don't really have that much background knowledge. So that kind of makes learning a little bit difficult for them. Sorry, I'm popping my back and doing my wrist, but yeah, I'm gonna go over some of the vocab words just to kind of give you a little bit more information about what we're currently learning. So I'm gonna read the definition first, and then I'm gonna give the term. I will be reading from the background over here, so it might look a little bit awkward, but so yeah, first word is an organism, or the term, an organism that cannot make its own food and gets energy by eating other organisms. This word is a consumer. The ability to cause change. Our second term is energy. Next term, a model that shows the amount of energy available in each link of a food chain. The term being energy pyramid. A model that shows how energy flows in an ecosystem through feeding relationships. The term is a food chain. Next word, or the next definition, I should say, a model of energy transfer that can show how food chains in a community are interconnected. This one is food web. Next, we have a series of chemical reactions that convert light energy, water, and carbon dioxide into the food energy molecule glucose and give off oxygen. This, of course, is photosynthesis. Next, we have an organism that uses an outside energy source such as the sun and produces its own food. This is a producer. Next, we have the steps of an energy pyramid. This is trophic levels, or trophic levels. I like to say trophic. Predator at the top of the food chain / pyramid. This is, of course, apex predator. Next, we have an animal that hunts another animal for its energy. This word is a predator. Next, we have an animal that is hunted. This, of course, is prey. The first organism that eats is called a primary consumer. The second organism that eats is called a secondary consumer. The third organism that eats is tertiary consumer. And the fourth organism that eats is quaternary consumer. Next, we have all biotic and abiotic factors in an environment. This is an ecosystem. Side note with this term, biotic and abiotic factors, those are things that they should have learned back in 6th grade. But I had some of my students tell me, or ask me, what is biotic and what is abiotic? So that's going to be something I'll have to cover next time I have the same set of kids. Since we have an alternating schedule, we have A and B days. So kids that I see Monday, I see Wednesday and Friday. Kids that I have Tuesday, I'll see Thursday and Friday. Friday's when they go to all their classes. But yeah, next term is an organism that decomposes or gets its energy from dead things. This is a decomposer. An animal that eats only plants. This, of course, is an herbivore. An animal that only eats meat. Parentheses, I had carne is meat in Spanish. Okay, because a lot of my students are Hispanic or Latino, and they would hopefully make the connection that carnivore, carne, it's meat eater. An animal that eats both plants and animals. This is our last term. Number 20 is an omnivore. Just from today's lesson, I tend to do my lessons kind of like in an online format. That way, students can access it through their Chromebooks. I use a platform called Nearpod, which is kind of like an online app where you can create slides and have it set to like student paced or like teacher led. I like to have, for the first day, the students have it at their pace. That way they can try to struggle a little bit and try to explore some new concepts. But after seeing some of the work from today, I do think the kids didn't get as much information, I guess, from sixth grade. So I definitely do gotta go back and cover some stuff that they may have misconceptions about. Like, it really worries me that a lot of these kids don't know what a herbivore, carnivore, omnivore are. Some do. I mean, a good amount of them, but the fact that I had some kids that don't know, and I do understand that some kids, they just don't know because English is not their first language. So I understand that, but there's a lot of students that do speak English pretty well, and well enough that they should know these terms, but other than that, some other updates with how work's been going. I am going to be meeting with my evaluator pretty soon on this Friday. So I'll be able to get feedback on how my observation before the break went. I think it went well, but honestly I can't remember too well how it went. But I'll probably let you know next time I make a video, since I know I said I wanted to make a video over the break last week, but I didn't end up doing it, and I kind of figured, just because I was trying to just relax and setting up the camera and editing and stuff, even though I don't really do that much editing. I just I got lazy. But yeah, what's new? Other than that, we have testing coming up. Some state required testing, and it's gonna be I don't really like testing, just because I'd rather have the kids in my class learning rather than monitoring a test, but has to be done. But yeah, as I said, we have about 3 weeks or so left until we have another break off. We have spring break, so I'm looking forward to that. I have a countdown in my classroom. Like, I have like on the projector, or the screen I should say, the Promethean board. I have a countdown for important dates, and one of the dates is the last day until summer. And I came to the realization yesterday that we are now, well, counting today, we're 99 days until summer, until our summer break. That's very exciting. I know every year that when we get to less than 100 days of school left, it just goes by so quick, especially because the last 3 months of school, we have lots of testing and lots of practice testing, and just a bunch of stuff to wrap up the year. But I just I wanted to give y'all a quick update, and try out soft spoken, and also this kind of new format. I think giving the vocab of the week, and talking about the teaks that we're learning about. Oh, also I should probably say what teaks are. It's basically the standards that we have here in Texas on what the students will be learning. I believe it stands for Texas Essential Knowledge and Skills, TEKS, TEKS. But yeah, I think that'll be a good little series, just talking about what things we're learning about, and covering the vocab of the week. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you like the return of the Blue Yeti. Taking the stand off the thing really made it a little bit easier, since I would always bump into it. But yeah, I hope you have a relaxing night or day, and hopefully I'll see you very soon.